Hello. 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 Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle and I'm doing a reading for all the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we have our favorite Taurus in the house. Hello, Redbeard. Thanks for joining. And thanks to all of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. I'm going to start with the wisdom of the Oracle and see what this has to say and then clarify with a bunch of decks, as many as I can get to. So let's see what's going on for earth signs. And Mojo Tarot is here. Good morning. All right. We've got Go the Distance, 47. Oh, Mending in Reverse, number 52. And A Change in the Wind, number 12. Okay. I'm going to look in my book at these real quick. I don't know if I need to. Oh, the sun is here. Hello. Thanks for joining. Alrighty. So you're on track to possibly reach some kind of finish line, close something out, and this is going to cause a significant change for you. And it has, let's see, with this mending card in reverse, I feel like there's resistance to forgiving someone or letting something go or even forgiving yourself. And this is, it's like it's taking a while to process something, to come to terms with something, and you're not fully there yet. This is why Go the Distance is here, because you're not finding it so simple as, to just say, oh, I forgive this person and I'm moving on. There's something that's weighing heavily on you, and you're not, and you're struggling to forgive, to let it go, to let bygones be bygones. But you're going to get to that point if you haven't already. There's change on the horizon. The storm is brewing, and it may not have reached you just yet, or you're just starting to notice. But it's like, I feel like you're reaching that point, or you're eventually going to get to that point where you feel ready. You feel ready to let this be what it is, what it was, and move on unencumbered by any kind of resentment or anger or kind of heavy negative feelings. That's a part of this change. Okay, so let's go with the light seers to begin. Lioness Kitty Cat made it. Awesome. So glad you are here. Okay. One more shuffle. And create small space. Happy December, everyone. How are we in December already? What happened to the rest of the year? All right, we've got the wheel. 8 of Swords. And the Queen of Pentacles. That's your energy. Yeah, see, we've got change here. um, there's a shift. There's something, some kind of, could be some kind of karma that you're dealing with, or a karmic cycle. And by the way, karma isn't always a bad thing. I feel like it's often used in a way like, bad karma, but karma is simply cause and effect. It's what happens after action is taken, right? Um, and not always physical action either. Sometimes it can just be like what's going on mentally or emotionally. But ultimately, there's this change or this shift that is happening that is causing you some amount of stress. Um and that can often happen with change, especially when it's change that we have no control over. It just kind of happens to us, or it feels like it does. Why is this Queen of Pentacles here? What is this? The Empress, Taurus, and Libra energy. Um, okay, so you could either be worried that this change is going to knock you off your throne somehow, like it's going to cause you to lose all you've worked so hard for. Um, you could also feel like this change is going to derail you from the path that you're on to feeling abundant, to um, feeling just settled and comfortable with yourself. Hmm. This change could also have to do with maybe a fellow earth sign, or somebody who is very nurturing and loving and established within themselves. I don't know. I really get that this Empress and Queen of Pentacles is your energy. Um, you're worried that things aren't going to work out in your favor, maybe? Even though there's nothing to worry about, like this is all in your head. Like whatever it is you're telling yourself, it's is basically a lie. You're convincing yourself of something that's not even real. Because this energy is so like grounded and nurturing and well established and um confident, dedicated. That's kind of what this go the distance is all about. Being dedicated to completing a journey. But you're worried you're worried, yeah, you're not gonna make it, or you're gonna end up being led in the wrong direction or something. Okay, so let's get some cards from the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Hey, Linda made it. Wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. It's so great to see you all in Mojo Tarot's chat when I'm able to make it. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Cups, the Hanged Man, Pisces energy, and the Fool. Wow. Um, the Fool, Aries energy. So this, okay. You have some kind of, let's see. I want to say you have some kind of decision to make, or you're being presented with a lot of options, and you're having to take some time to just um, think about it. You're in no, how do I say it? You're not in a place where you feel comfortable taking action, where you feel comfortable choosing something, but you're working on it because what's going to come out of this, there's, confusion or, um, kind of um, weeding out the illusions that are that are being presented, like the things that are um yeah, that don't hold water, that seem really good, um but then under the surface there's no substance. It's like just surface. And so you're really just trying to not rush yourself, take time, so that you can be very clear on the leap of faith that you want to take, and you are going to get to that place, or maybe you already have. Everyone's on a different timeline, so you could definitely be um having had already gone through this confusion. This is a part of the change, is moving forward in a whole new way. um Being willing to take a risk, even though that can be scary. So yes, let's go with the Tarot of Transcendence. Book won't stand there. Yeah. We've got Death. Scorpio energy. King of Wands, my hell yes guy. It's not a hell yes, it's a no. That's fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the Knight of Swords. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This Death card speaks to a major transformation with that butterfly there. This change. It's about this change that is coming. And this change is going to decisively end a cycle so that you can have a new beginning, or it already is. Something has already ended. Could be that something has ended with someone. Okay, so this could be speaking to this mending card. Something has ended with someone with fire in their chart. And there's, again, there's something, some kind of something that you're hanging on to, where you're not happy with how things ended, or you're not going to be. What is this Knight of Swords? Five of Swords. Five of Swords clarifying the Knight of Swords. 10 of Swords. Okay. Um okay, if this is you, you are you could be wanting to give this person a piece of your mind. You feel like you were treated unfairly. Maybe this person played mind games with you. You feel like you were stabbed in the back, that this person betrayed you somehow, and you're out for justice. Like, there's this impulsive energy. It could either be where you are leaving the scene as quickly as possible because you feel like this person did you dirty in a major way. Or you could feel like you need to go and give this person, how do you say it? Give this person the what for? I'm a huge Bruce Campbell fan, and he has written a couple of memoirs. One of them I have, which is Hail to the Chin. Um, and I first heard that term, giving someone the what for, in that book. And I just think that's the funniest term because I hear it now. Like I never heard it before. And now I hear it every so often. Anyway, um, you are you're either moving away, you're like, I want to put this person behind me. I don't want to think about him. I don't like every time I think about this person, it's incredibly painful. So I'm just getting out of here. Or you feel some need to, yeah, to take, I don't know about take revenge, but to let them know that you're not pleased. You are not thrilled with how things have gone down, how they've treated you, something like this. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the Guardian Tarot, my creepy tree friends. Creating space. Okay, we've got Strength, Leo energy, and Page of Pentacles, Earth signs, and Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So here you are. You're you're having to be strong in the face of an ending, in the face of something that was incredibly painful and difficult. And you're moving very slowly. Page of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you're kind of picking up the pieces. You are you're just trying to get through all of the inner turmoil that you've been dealing with around this situation. You're ready for a new beginning, but it's slow going. And I think it's because of, part of you is just like, I don't want to rush into anything too quickly. I need to just cut my losses, figure out, where I'm at physically, emotionally, mentally, all the things, and do things differently, or take the steps needed in order to go in a new direction, like especially if um like you shared a household with somebody and having to split that up, like if there is some kind of like divorce here, or kind of relationship ending, for example. um it can be very time consuming and take a while to split up, the, all your stuff, and the bank accounts and the kids and the all the things. It's very complicated, and so you're just like slowly taking your time. But you, after having been through this, you understand much better about w- what you want to, what you're willing to give in a connection. You have integrity here with how you show up. This could also speak to um how you are navigating the situation. It's like you just want to move on and stand in your own integrity. So you don't want revenge on this person, but you're also having trouble letting go and forgiving. And remember, you can forgive without condoning any behavior. Forgiveness is actually a way to release you from someone else's energy. It's meant it's meant as a healing for you more than someone else. Um yeah, you're starting over is what it feels like. And you're going to gradually build momentum, but you're in no hurry. You're taking your time and just changing your focus. Changing your focus to your physical world. What's going to bring you the most stability? What's going to make you feel safe and secure and comfortable and happy? So let's just looking at all my options here. I have not pulled cards from this deck in a while. The Elemental Oracle. Let's see what this has to say. Ooh, we've got Outer Core Fluidity number 12, which is so interesting because winds of what's it called? A change in the wind is also number 12. This change is it's amazing. It's a interchange that reflects eventually reflects in your how you show up, how you present yourself, a glow up as it were, which is, to me, this speaks of this Empress energy kind of rising up out of the water. Water represents emotions, so kind of having been in that emotional the waves, the emotional waves, kind of tumbling you around. And then you finally kind of coming out of that and being better for it. It's like the pearl, um, how the pearl becomes a pearl. It's a difficult process. And it's somewhat painful, uncomfortable process too. So I hear. I'm not a clam, so I don't know. But it's like, yeah, you're coming out better because of what has happened here. Magnetism and attraction, 37. You're attracting you're becoming magnetic. You're gaining a lot of attraction, or a lot of attention, I should say, because of you are so attractive. Just being your authentic self, having gone through the healing and having integrity with how you show up and dignity as well in how you move forward. Um, this is setting you on a new course, and it you are in the process of raising your vibration, which is going to attract in new things, new energies that are at a higher frequency to match where you're at. If you're not here yet, it's coming. You're gonna see a noticeable change in who shows up in your life, and also maybe what you're attracted to. You're gonna things something's gonna shift here where you're like, wow, these kinds of people or these kinds of situations are not. I used to be really drawn to them, and now I'm not. And then we have water creation number 29. Um, yeah, this is it's like coming out of that emotional turmoil, right? And being better for it, but also not being like you're in a new energy where you're not afraid of your emotions anymore, where you're very comfortable letting yourself be immersed in your feelings. Like This feels like you changing your relationship to your emotions. Um, and learning how to have peace within yourself. With these doves here. Um, it's this kind of in a way has a king of cups energy where it's all about being emotionally balanced, where you're not taken out by the undertow, where you can be in your emotions and also but like not consumed by them. There's a lot of wisdom here also. A lot of wisdom has been gained, because we have kind of the maiden that leads to the crone, this wise, like, as you glow up, as you grow up, as you become this improved version of yourself. With it, it's not just a physical thing. With it comes this internal glow up as well, having gained the wisdom that you need to again to be integrity with yourself. So I want to get mm, it's so hard. I have so many cards I want to use. um I get some cards from Mystic Mondays, and then I'll end with a rune card. Oh, bye the sun. Sounds weird. Bye the man with many names. Okay, we've got the Six of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Okay. There's victory and success over some kind of you're at a stalemate right now with somebody, and you're going to overcome this. You're going to figure out how to forgive. Find it within yourself to be able to forgive. um it could just be like agreeing to disagree. Somehow this stalemate will end, and this mending will happen. It's inevitable. It's a part of this change. I mean, you could choose to hang on to your resentments, but remember that keeps your energy down. That keeps you attracting in things that you don't want. And ultimately you want to bring your frequency up. And it's interesting because we had this King of Wands here, right? And I feel like there's you dealing with this fire sign, and it's like this king. You realize that who you thought was a king is actually a knight. You're finally seeing them for who they really are, and either that or they have downgraded some way in their life. Like as you're rising up, they're struggling, they're falling, they're being knocked off their throne. And yeah, I don't know. I get the sense. Let me see. Why the Knight of Wands? Ten of Wands. Yeah. See, this person, they feel the burden. They feel the burden of you going through this glow up, you moving in a new direction, or yeah, like they could be feeling jealous or resentful, or it's just difficult because maybe they're going to finally see, or they're finally seeing what who you actually are. They took you for granted. I think they did not appreciate you and all you had to offer. And you moving on and feeling better and better, and them seeing this is actually, it's so difficult for them because they're finally realizing who you are. You're the empress. You're the the queen of pentacles. You are this amazing energy. You have this, or embody this amazing energy. And they didn't know. They didn't realize what they had until you were gone. Until, really, not even until you're gone, until you show up and, completely um transformed. And especially, like that's the best revenge, is to just do good for yourself and be happy. And yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get a rune card. Getting a rune card. Ooh, we've got Laguz. It's funny, this card shows up very often when other water cards show up, because we've got the ocean here coming up out of the water, being immersed in the water, half in, half out, waiting for the wave. Oh, and we've got some sea turtles there, which, sea turtles can live for a really long time, like, I think on average like 150 years or something crazy. So there's longevity here. um let me, and let's see, we'll just find it because these are not numbered, so it takes me a minute. It's funny, there's some that I rarely pick and some that come out all the time. Here we go. Okay. Laguz. Laguz is the rune card representing water, and water is a universal symbol for emotion, both positive and negative. If this card appears, you are being encouraged to release your emotions and let them flow to the surface. Tears can be very cleansing, and emotions should be acknowledged and openly expressed. Don't hold back. Allow yourself to feel and live your life to the full. This rune also shines a light on the importance of being guided by your intuition, which expresses itself through feelings. What are your emotions trying to tell you? And I feel like that is, that's very much what this Queen of Pentacles and Empress are all about, is letting yourself, what did it say? Being guided by your intuition. Those are very intuitive energies there. Another association with this card is the need for renewal. Yeah, absolutely. Perhaps rigid ideas are holding you back or stifling your creativity, and it is time to be more open minded and to let the past go and start anew. Meditating beside a lake or river or visiting the seaside may help release creative blocks and bring renewed energy and inspiration. Let let the past go. Let the past go. Mend this as best you can. And you might not be ready, but and you don't want to pretend. You don't want to push yourself and be like, I forgive you, and still you're holding on to resentment. Like, the mending is legitimately you in your heart knowing that you're forgiving something and forgiving yourself as well. Because we all play a part in everything that happens in our lives, right? So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting.